This is TWiT.
The U.S. Federal Communications Commission, or FCC, is set to vote in the coming weeks on whether internet TV should have the same access to television programming as cable and satellite TV providers. FCC Chairman Tom Wheeler announced today that he's asked his fellow commissioners to vote on the proposal that would help internet TV services from companies like Dish Network and Sony and Verizon compete with traditional pay TV for digital rights to network programming. Now, online subscription video services that offer scheduled programming that's similar to traditional pay TV providers does not include online video services like Netflix. Those stream content on demand. Now, until now, the FCC has allowed cable and satellite TV providers to negotiate for rights to retransmit programming that originally comes from a network. But online video services rely on different technology and don't have their own video distribution facilities, so they've lacked the same regulatory backing, at least until now. The vote by 4 FCC commissioners would formally propose the idea and begin the process of seeking public comments, which could include you. On stage at Recode's Code Mobile conference today, YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki said that the company is in the early stages of exploring new subscription services and suggested that one option could be an ad-free service. In fact, she compared the idea to apps where users can either choose ads or pay a fee. She says it's an interesting model and that the company is thinking about how to give those users options. Google, of course, Google owns YouTube. YouTube does not own Google. And YouTube attracts Google attracts more than 1 billion visitors per month. Mobile visits are on the rise, and that goes for YouTube as well, which Wojcicki shared that 50% of YouTube views are now also coming from mobile devices. She also said that the site is growing 50% each year in terms of watch time. Google doesn't actually break out YouTube's financials separate from the company as a whole, but eMarketer has said that the site generated $5.6 billion in ad revenue last year. But it's not just YouTube looking to offer new subscriptions. Vimeo CEO Carrie Trainer also tells Recode that, quote, "We're working on it. The shovels are in the ground." Trainer says the Vimeo video service, which is owned by IAC, won't start selling subscriptions until next year. And he also didn't offer details about timing or pricing or even content of those subscriptions. Trainer does note, though, that Vimeo has actually been selling subscriptions for 6 years, sells premium versions of its pre-service to more than 500,000 users who pay for things like extra storage and better publishing tools. In fact, I'm one of those people. And for the last year and a half, Vimeo has also been selling content by letting some video makers sell and rent their creations on the site. So they're kind of got one shovel in the ground already. The Federal Trade Commission is suing AT&T because the U.S. carrier throttles speeds of its unlimited data customers. Are you one of them? I am. It's a policy that the FTC describes as deceptive and unfair. In a press release today, the FTC said AT&T, quote, misled millions of its smartphone customers by slowing down their data speeds after they used up a certain amount of data in a single month, and didn't make its throttling policies clear enough. It's sort of key there. Now, AT&T doesn't actually offer unlimited data plans anymore, but for those who are grandfathered in, the carrier began slowing speeds for heavy users back in 2011, and 3.5 million unique customers have had speeds slowed more than 25 million times since then. That's according to the FCC. In a statement, AT&T said in response, quote, "It's baffling as to why the FTC would choose to take this action against a company that, like all major wireless providers, manages its network resources to provide the best possible service to all customers and does it in a way that's fully transparent and consistent with the law and our contracts." One might ask then why Verizon is not throttling its unlimited customers the same way. Google announced Google Fit back in June. Remember, it's a platform to help people track their fitness goals via a set of APIs that let developers connect with other apps and microphones and combine data for deeper insights, very similar to Apple Health. Well, today, Google launched a dedicated Google Fit app for Android, which captures your movements throughout the day. Users can also set goals based on duration or steps and see how they progress. And Google Fit offers recommendations based on performance. Confirmed launch partners include Nike and HTC, LG, Runkeeper, YThings, Motorola, Noom, Runtastic, and Polar, which offers a variety of apps and devices to centralize all data within Google Fit. Boy, we all better be like bodybuilders this time next year. This is all going to seem really silly. Verizon's got a new phone to offer you, bodybuilders and other people. The Droid Turbo by Motorola with a 5.2-inch Quad HD AMOLED display, a Kevlar back, and up to 48 hours of power, and a quick charge feature that nets up to 8 hours of use from a 15-minute charge. Of course, there's a proprietary cable involved with that. The Droid Turbo also sports a Snapdragon 805 processor with 2.7 gigahertz quad-core CPU, 3 gigabytes of RAM, and a 21-megapixel rear cam. The phone will be available October 30th and starts at $199 with a 2-year contract and increases to $249 with extra storage. On to Facebook earnings. It's good and it's bad, depending on who you ask. The company's third quarter numbers revealed $3.203 billion in revenue and 1.35 billion monthly users, which is slower than its 3.125% user growth in the second quarter of this year, previous quarter. On the daily user side, Facebook reported 864 million daily users and 703 million mobile daily users. That's a pretty big number of total million daily users. The company now has 456 million mobile-only users who only access Facebook via mobile, and that's up 14.2% from the 399 million last quarter to make up about a third of Facebook's entire user base. Now, although earnings beat Wall Street's estimates and the company has about $14.25 billion in cash for things like new products and acquisitions, the stock was nearing a 10% drop in after-hours trading following these numbers. Speaking of numbers, what about WhatsApp? You know, the messaging company that Facebook bought for $22 billion in cash and stock. In 2014, WhatsApp lost $140 million and generated $10 million in revenue. Those numbers don't really add up. The app offers a $1 per year subscription plan, but has said in the past, at least, that it doesn't have any intentions of adding ads. Yeah.